Good morning. You know the rules.
Manatee County, I'm Andrew Griffin, Manatee County activist, advocate, whatever you'd like to call. So I'm going to kind of dovetail on a little bit of what they said, but mine's more in line with the fact that we're not bringing or doing anything to encourage residents to get involved with our community. We're making it uncomfortable here in the dais by making sure we can't, even though we're here for hours on end, we can't bring drinks in here. We're not able to utilize phones to call in when we're unable to make it, to have our voices heard. A lot of you guys ran on our voice, ran on First Amendment, ran on us being proactive in our communities and in our county meetings and things of that nature, but everything that's being put in place since I haven't been here for a while and starting to come back, a lot of the stuff that we worked to put in place are all removed from this, making it more uncomfortable for residents to come here and speak up, making it more uncomfortable for them to stay for a duration, making it uncomfortable when they can't stay here for the duration, they can't even call in. So I'm really having some frustration over that. This is something I brought up to this board many times. Some of you guys are on board with the call, some of you guys are not. But this is starting to get a little ridiculous in my opinion. So I think this would be a strategy I would use to make people uncomfortable from coming to meetings. So that's what I'm looking at it as. And then we've got the buses. And I just say, I'm really happy with the buses, them being free. I've had a situation that occurred. Thank you, Glenn, for bringing me here. But I had to look at a bus schedule, okay? Because my car is in the shop and I was going to be here rain or shine one way or another. For this meeting. And so I decided, well, you know what? We have free buses. Why not utilize them? But I've never used a bus before. So I have no idea what our routes are. I have no idea where to pick up. So I went to Manatee County website. I went to the area for the transit. I even downloaded that little download thing. I couldn't figure out what bus I needed to get on, where it was going to go, or how to even get to this meeting. So that's me not, and I tried to read as much as I could. So I think somebody needs to look at that again because people that have never utilized this stuff, it's very difficult to utilize. I will tell you after an hour and a half, I did realize I needed to be on bus 8 and transfer to bus 99, just to let you know. Okay, have a great day.
Thank you, ma'am.
So every time we open it up for public comment, and in the spirit of Sunshine Week, which inexplicably I think fell off of our proclamation list, I'm going to make a motion to bring back call-in comments as they were previously.
That's what he wants to hear.
Is failed for lack of a second.
All right, well, then at the very least, and I talked to the county administrator, since it goes on the same lines of because we had two motions at the end of our last regular meeting that weren't on the agenda, and people asked me, hey, once again, we went back. We had two motions, one about the In God We Trust and one about the addition to the board, and no one was able to speak on it because nobody was here when the motions were made. And without the calling comments, anyone watching live couldn't make the motions. And then afterward, no one could even comment on a government level because we shut down all of our social media comments. When I talked to the county administrator, I was told it was a unilateral decision, not by the board, which I believe that to be policy on how the public can speak to us, but made unilaterally by staff, which I think is inappropriate. I think that should be a policy decision. So I would say those comments need to be turned back on until someone on this board wants to make a motion to turn them off. Otherwise, I don't think that was done properly.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
So that wasn't a motion. I believe it was done improperly, and it should be turned back on until someone wants to make a motion. Otherwise, I do not believe staff and the county administrator has a right to unilaterally turn off comments to allow the public to speak to the government and speak to this board. That's a policy decision. Just if that's not a policy decision, then how's call-in comments? How's 3 minutes? Board discretion, but social media somehow falls on behalf of the staff.
I'll let that.
No comments? Fair enough.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead. Sorry, Mr. Beard.
Oh, you're good. Just want to make sure I got this on. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair.